Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, Divinely Transformed. My name is Lisa, and whether you're new or returning, I'm glad that you're here. Welcome to your very late reading for June 20th, and I'm also just going to have it be for tomorrow too, for the 21st as well. I hurt myself at work on Saturday, and I've been on medication, and I don't feel well. So this reading is going to be short. I am going to do my best to work on the zodiacs tomorrow. I'm going to shorten them up. Yeah. So, that being, and in case anybody's wondering, I'm fine. It's just the muscle relaxers really kick my ass and make me sleep too much. And it may make me talk a little slower or off. I feel slower. And I haven't taken any muscle relaxers since this morning. Like at 8:30 this morning. And it's 6:22 now. So, yeah, they're still kicking my ass. Well, if I would just stop hurting myself at work, I wouldn't have to take this shitty medicine. But it was hurting too bad. I couldn't go to work. I couldn't breathe. Every time I was breathing in it had sharp pains, like right in the middle of my back. So, as much as I hated to call off work, I did. And instead of being at work at 6 o'clock, I was at the hospital at 6 o'clock yesterday morning. But like I said, I'm fine. You know, I'm not in any more pain. It's just, I've got the medicine head. I'm just going to go ahead and get started with the reading. Also got a new deck of cards. I wasn't sure if y'all were able to, would be able to see them on camera, but because of the shininess, but it's pretty nice that you can. But first card out is the Ace of Swords in the reverse. So this is a lot of lies. A lot. And the download that I got is that the Karmic feminine had told a bunch of lies to keep the family together. Clarifying the Ace of Swords in reverse is the Ten of Cups with the Sun with the Four of Cups. So, these lies told to the Emperor by the Karmic and maybe possibly by other family members as well. They're in cahoots with the Karmic. But there's a lot of deception to keep a family together here. And I'm pretty sure these emperors have discovered this, because the actions are quite clear and astonishing. So, the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups is about happiness in the home and family. The Sun is illuminating. I know that this Sun person, this Leo, it could be anyone. But anyone that is watching my channel, you know, are getting their information from me. I'm Leo rising and North Node in my first house. So this is definitely my energy, because I'm an illuminator, I'm a whistleblower, I'm a truth teller, and I'm a spiritual teacher. But these lies that were told have been illuminated and have caused the Emperor to miss an opportunity with the Four of Cups with their divine counterpart. And it was these lies and manipulation and spell work and force by fear, etc., etc., that has kept these emperors stuck in these karmic marriages. But it was unbeknownst to them before. They have the proof now. The sun is here, illuminating all of the lies within these families. There seems to be a lot of boredom and discontent with this family situation anyway. I mean, that only makes sense if you have nothing but lies to tell to each other. You can't possibly be dedicated to any kind of a committed relationship when you're in this I don't give a shit attitude here, or I don't care, or I'm bored, or, I'm just sitting here focusing on these 3 cups here, missing my grand opportunity here. Channeling here. I feel like it could be someone's internal dialogue just incredibly slowed down, because I'm slowed down. So clarifying the Ace of Swords is the 5 of Cups in the reverse. There's no sadness, no guilt, no remorse, no regret, no shame. There's nothing. This is the second I don't give a shit card. So it's like this karmic has told the one lie too many. It's like this karmic told their last lie, because now the Emperor just doesn't care anymore. They're not sad. They're not mad. They just don't care. They don't care. Clarifying the 5 of Cups in reverse is the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse and the 2 of Wands. The Emperor's choosing, making a good decision to go down the destined path and get this divorce from the karmic. Also clarifying the 5 of Cups is the Queen of Wands reversed and the 4 of Swords reversed. So we already know the karmic is pissed. They're looking for revenge, of course. They're vindictive. They can't sleep, they can't rest, they can't focus, they can't meditate, because they're so fucking angry. Well, I don't know why you're so mad. You didn't treat this marriage with any kind of dignity, karmic feminine. So I don't understand why you're so mad. I mean, I do, because you're losing the money. But really, money is just money. It's energy. Anybody can get it. You just want to be lazy, and you just want to continue the same lifestyle that you don't appreciate. So God is giving you a reason why you should have appreciated what you had when you had it. This is extremely childish behavior. When you're the ones that have been doing the lying and the manipulating and the spell work and the bullshit and the cheating and the abuse the entire time. This is an abusive person on a rampage. You're gonna need a restraining order. The next card that came out is the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. So the karmic prostitute is still and this greedy gold digging energy, they are so desperate to hang on to this marriage for money. That's it. This person, these karmics, they don't deserve to have everything provided to them when you don't appreciate it. You know, when I was growing up, I learned to appreciate everything. Because I didn't know if I was going to live or die from one day to the next. I was brought up in a severely abusive home. And I went to school and I was bullied at school and beat up at school sometimes. I didn't have my first friend until 6th grade because of me being so shy and being unable to relate to others because of the Asperger's. Many nights I went to bed hungry. When I was growing up, the only new things I got was shit I got for Christmas from my family. I didn't ever get any presents from my parents. Well, my dad got me a few, and they weren't any presents that I liked, so my dad never knew me. So, when you don't have much, you learn to appreciate the smallest things. But sometimes people take that background and they get greedy instead. Like what this karmic feminine did. Instead of appreciating what she has, it's like she's just expecting it and has the handout and feels so entitled. It's greed. Queen of Pentacles in reverse is nothing but greed. Greed of money, of time, energy. Greedy. This person's in competition with their children for attention even. Because these karmics are so manipulative and so fucking childish that at different times they will see their own children as a person in the way of them being able to get what they want. Whatever it is. There's a lot of fights in these homes. They're in an uproar. Clarifying the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse is the Wheel of Fortune and Strength. Both in the reverse. So the karmic is pissed off. They're unforgiving. Because they're losing opportunities because they were disloyal. Because they were childish. Because they had that victim mentality and they blamed everyone else. And now they're losing everything. Their whole lives are falling apart. Losing money, time, jobs, relationships. Everything is crumbling for these karmics. It is their karma for what they've done. Also clarifying the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse is the Ace of Swords in the upright with the Queen of Pentacles in the upright. Now, obviously, the high vibrating Queen of Pentacles is the one telling the truth. I have Taurus, Sun, and Mercury. I don't speak unless I know it's the truth. And if I do speak something that wasn't true at the time, I will correct myself. Because I have integrity. I tell the truth. You want to know why I tell the truth? Because lying is too hard. One, it gives you karma. Like this. Weakening your whole health all around. Physically, spiritually, financially, mentally, emotionally. In all ways. It's so damaging. You want to know that another reason why I don't lie? And here, this is something the Karmic Feminine is really going to kick themselves in the ass for. The reason why I don't lie is because I don't have a good enough memory to remember the lies that I told. That sure didn't stop the Karmic Feminine now, did it? No, it did not. They lie with every breath they can muster. And now it's obvious. Also clarifying the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse is the Tower. So, Karmic Feminine caused the Tower. Why? Because they exposed themselves. Or the universe exposed them. I don't know how, because it could be different for everyone, but the jig is up. These emperors know. These emperors have known everything that they needed to know. And then there's been recent shocking proof of either them catching the Karmic cheating or catching the Karmic doing spell work. Red-handed. So, because the Karmic Feminine told their last lie, and all the lies are being illuminated within these homes and families, now these emperors are following their intuition to give their offer of love and emotions and reciprocation of gifts, money, time, devotion, love. Very suddenly and very shockingly and very surprisingly to the Karmic Feminine, these emperors are following their intuition and do what they're being guided to do. Walk away from these karmics so that they can prepare to go into sacred union with their divine counterparts. The next card out we have is the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. So these emperors are no longer investing in these karmics. They're pulling out of the marriage. Got the Seven of Cups in the reverse, which is saying that they're done thinking about this. They're done contemplating this. They're done giving to this marriage. And that's exactly what we have, the Hierophant with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Taking back the financial pillow for... They're not going to be giving this karmic money anymore. They're taking back their money, and they're taking back their vows, and they're going to go through these divorces here. And we've got 777 on the board too, and all in the same place. So that is either a blessing or it's karma. Now, if you've got a lot of bad shit happening around you, it's karma. So, these emperors are defending themselves with the Seven of Wands. No longer investing their time, their money, their energy, their devotion, their anything. They're no longer bending over backwards for these karmics to make them happy, because they were never happy in the first place. Nothing satisfies these karmics. Nothing. Got the Tower again. This is very shocking, very surprising to the karmic here, because they got used to kicking you while you were down, Emperor. And they can't believe that they've lost here with this Five of Swords in the reverse. They wanted to win at all costs, and they fucking lost. That's what you get for being petty and low vibrational. Because the same energy that you put out, it comes right back to you. The law of attraction. And nobody did to anybody but yourself. Anyone who gets karma, you did it to yourself. No one gives you karma. No one. Well, that's not true. It's not what I meant to say. It's like, as long as you're participating in the karma, then whether you're a willing participant or a bystander, they still get karma all the same. But anyhow, Five of Swords, complete loss. And now the karmic is in the Eight of Swords here. This is spiritual or physical jail. It just could be, you know, it doesn't necessarily have to be that they're locked up in jail, but they could go to a psychiatric facility, or they could just become a shut-in somewhere and just be trapped and imprisoned by their own loss. While the Emperor is doing this brand new thing, standing up for himself. Papa's got a brand new bag. How you like that? And that bag says, I'm turning my back on this shit. I don't care. There's a really, these emperors just, they don't care about these keeping these marriages together anymore. You can't build your life with a liar, someone who turns around and works against you, casting spells and bullshit and whatever. So it's got to the point where the Emperor is now pretty fucking indifferent. A about the karmic. Page of Swords in reverse. This is gossip and slander. Gossip and slander is the reason why, is the number one reason why these emperors are delayed. Because they listened to their karmic. They listened to the gossip and the slander. And they believed it. They didn't want to. But they're still watching, spying, stalking, and observing even though they weren't talking to you. Right? Weren't working with you. Weren't collaborating with you. No communication. 8 of Wands. Well, this is the exact energy that this karmic put out. Karmic interference. Both spiritual and direct, emotional and mental manipulation to keep this emperor away from this empress, and to keep to ghost them for no, and not work together and not communicate together. So that's the energy the karmic put out. That's the energy they're getting back. Which means the emperor is going to block the karmic's ass. No longer wanting to collaborate. And these emperors are done. Clarifying the 4 of Cups is the 8 of Pentacles. Well, the Emperor's working. And while the Emperor's working, the Emperor acts like, they don't really care because, Emperors are all about their work, making their money. Very serious. Clarifying the 8 of Pentacles, we have the World. This is starting a new cycle of returning with the 6 of Swords. Emperor to the Empress. Divine union. So, for some of y'all, you could have met your divine counterparts at work. But if that doesn't apply, then these emperors are working very hard to close this karmic cycle so they can start this this new cycle of love and passion and attraction and work and all of that. Also clarifying the 8 of Pentacles is the 8 of Cups reversed, the 7 of Wands, and the upright, and the Star in reverse. So the karmic feminine returns unchanged to defend themselves. They're pissed. The Star is in the reverse. They don't want to heal the situation. They want to fight. They might even they may even try to attempt to stand up to or try to fight with the divine feminine even. Well, I ain't gonna put up with that shit. That would not be wise. But the karmic, obviously very much a hothead, very much guided by their lust for greed. There ain't a whole lot of self-control in the Queen of Wands in reverse, let alone the Queen of Wands in reverse with the 4 of Swords in reverse. This is like demon bitch on wheels on fire. I don't mean to be offensive, but it's what I got. sometimes, should I say, just is offensive. Whatever. Nine of Cups. Karmic was very selfish. Karmic always had to get their way within their home and family. There's a lot of fighting in this home. There's no safety, no security, no stability, no dependability, and no peaceful home environment because there's always fighting in this home. Why? Because these karmics are extremely selfish and childish. The world revolves around these karmics. That is why they're being separated from everything that they didn't appreciate, so they can learn to appreciate it and learn the value of dollar. Also clarifying the Nine of Cups is the Chariot and the Ace of Wands. So, the Divine Masculine is on their way. Victory, success, and forward movement. The Emperor is riding this chariot. Even though the Emperor was back here, the Emperor is on this chariot with the Ace of Wands. There's definitely a lot of attraction and a lot of love here. But I didn't see the Ace of Cups. So the Emperor could be coming on some sexual pretenses. So Empresses, those of y'all who are recovering codependents like I am, y'all can't have sex on the first date, and I'm talking about myself too. As much as you want to go 100 miles an hour all at once, you can't. Because these connections are so powerful and so intense. You have to take the time to get to know each other in this vibration before this can happen. Because when you have sex too early, it creates codependency, and it's just not healthy. The Emperor and the Empress, when they come into divine union, they're to be interdependent. Independent by themselves and together at the same time. Each having their own life, not getting all wrapped up in each other, because you spend too much time with someone, you grow contempt for them. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. The Emperor and the Empress, they got a lot of shit they got a lot of responsibilities, a lot of heavy duty responsibilities on their plate. They don't really have time to be going about relationships the way the world does. Because they don't last. Because when you have sex with someone that you don't even know, a lot of times you find out very early on why you should have never done that. And sometimes it takes a long time to figure that out. It's rare, but sometimes. The last card out is the Ten of Wands. So this wish fulfillment, this passion for victory, success, and passion and creativity and attraction, it's just become too heavy of a burden for the Emperor to carry. On top of this too, we got the Two of Swords in the upright, the Three of Wands in the reverse, and the Two of Cups in the reverse. Two of Swords is being an indecision, not making a decision. So the emperors, they have been in a Two of Swords state for a while now. Some for months and some for years. And while they were doing that, they were settling for less than they deserved with these karmics. Not only were they settling for less than they deserved, but there was no love in these marriages. It was only about duty. It was only about money and taking care of children. It was about, and whenever that wasn't happening, it was about fighting. Also clarifying, the Ten of Wands in reverse is Judgment in the reverse, and the King of Pentacles. Now, wherever you have earth signs in your placements, divine masculines, that's where you got karma for all the choices that you made regarding being an indecision, which is not making a decision, staying stuck, settling for less than what you want and deserve, because these karmics aren't treating the emperors right, and they're silently taking the abuse. There is no love, no harmony, no balance here. And the emperor got karma for that. Lots of it. That's what the Ten of Wands is. That's the burden you're feeling. The weight of the karma from the bad choice that you made of staying where you are. Now you're seeing why it was really a bad decision. You saw something. You either saw this karmic cheating, catching them in the act, or you caught them in the act of doing spell work against you or against the Empress. But whatever you found out, you're like, it was you all along when you said it was the Empress. And it wasn't. Because a lot of these karmics, you know, they're those holier than thou kind of people. They're like, I don't do spell work, but I don't do that stuff. And they look bad on people who read tarot, like we all are witches or something, and judging people for what they're doing, which is helping other people, and talking about the things that I've learned and experienced in my life. I learned a lot from making the mistakes that I've made, man. And, yeah. So, this is Karmics getting their justice in real time. So, Please remember past, present, or future on the timing for each individual person watching. Also keep in mind that this is a general public reading, so some, none, or all of it may apply to your situation. So take what resonates and leave the rest. And also keep in mind that we all have free will to change the outcome of any reading at any time, and then we would get blessings and karma accordingly. Amenas. The Emperor is in position. That's what I just heard. It means humanity, and the key word is cooperation. The rune is connected to the sense of union that unites all humanity to the cosmos. The god has 3 faces, one facing the moon, one facing towards the sun, and one looks ahead. His gaze embraces the totality of the world and mankind. This card alludes to cooperation and reminds us that no one is an island. We're bound by invisible threads that cannot be dissolved. So, these emperors are realizing that the heavy pull that they feel towards their empress is an invisible thread that they tried to dissolve and couldn't. So these emperors are cooking under pressure. When the PSI gets too heavy, the Emperor is going to tell the truth, demand a divorce, and get shit going for it. The card indicates collective dreams and the joy of cooperating and having shared projects. Unity is strength. Yeah. This is what the emperors wanted with their karmic. But divided was all they gotten. And that's how they fell. This is where unity is. This is 2 people who have each other's backs, who do the equal amount of work, both personally, professionally, and on the relationship. So, there's going to be exchange and communication between the Emperor and the Empress very soon, if it hasn't happened already for y'all. Let's meditate on our relations with others. Are we able to give and receive affection? Well, I think the karmic feminine only gave and received, only gave affection whenever they were manipulating. Are we at ease with emotions? How well are we able to communicate verbally and with our attitude? Well, the karmic feminine has a bad attitude, who has a lot of diarrhea at the mouth, have a lot of negativity oozing and spewing out of them all the time. From all them sexually transmitted demons they got going on. Could be turning into a disease. Who knows? Do we commit ourselves with enthusiasm to collective projects? The Emperor's tired of feeling alone and misunderstood, I'll tell you that. Manas makes you cheerful and popular. It facilitates communication and exchange between us and others. So, silver linings. Well, doesn't pay to lie, to cheat, to manipulate, or to do spell work. It will ruin you. So, that's what I got for y'all. Thank y'all for supporting my channel and my work and all the ways that you do. I appreciate y'all very much. Have a great rest of your evening and a great day tomorrow. And I'll talk to you again soon. Thanks.